that was a little scary,
It's like,
honestly.
oh, what does this button do?
We have a gate.
Yep.
Oh man, that's so funny. How you doing, Don? Welcome, welcome.
Great. It's been a busy one, but a good one.
Oh, I know, I feel ya. Yeah, what's up, Andy? Thanks for coming on the stage. We'll do the AMA bit here, and then we'll do the gameplay after, just so you know.
I'm chilling, baby, eating some lasagna.
Enjoy. We actually just got done with our company all hands studio meeting. That's why we got cookies behind me and bellies full of amazing Thai food.
Dom's got the
Appreciate
Thai
that as always.
bar behind him.
No, it's all desserts.
The game
That's
dev
in the
med
office,
bay.
bro?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
no, Don.
crazy.
Yeah, Don's a different. It gets wild. I mean, you guys. It's all because of you that Don has a cabinet full of liquor behind.
It's a high stress environment sometimes, man.
Oh man.
Oh, we follow.
Yeah.
It's also that mantra, right? You have to, when you're doing a meeting and decision making, like the answer has to sound good sober and good when you're drunk before it's actually a good idea.
Is that how that works? That's
Yeah, if you
freaking
agree
hilarious.
in both states, then it's like fantastic.
Okay, it's news to me, but looking forward to seeing that happen live in a meeting one day. I'll know I made it and finally brought like a good idea to the team when the shots come out. That's pretty funny. But yeah, this is our first little sidebar Discord AMA. We should have propped this up a long time ago. When I first joined, the community has always been asking for it. Glad we're at least getting it going. We're gonna do some light 30-minute ones here whenever we have a playtest stream for us to show you guys. Don was kind enough to hop on this first one, and then we'll look at doing like a bigger town hall crazy idea, like maybe once a month or once a quarter or something like that. News to Dawn, but just so you know, Dawn.
I mean, we actually had talked about doing that sort of cadence like once a month, even back when we started Shrapnel. So I'm all about it, man. I'm here for it.
Love it. Yeah, and it's funny, after I spent the day past 48 hours kind of going through all the comments, thinking about what questions I wanted to ask and make sure that, Dawn was able to answer, or I was able to answer and tell to the community. And one overarching theme is, I think, back when when you guys started the project, the pre-dub era, per se, was like there was one idea and one plan, and then obviously there's everything that we've had and launched and made happen, and now there's the game live, all these different things, and now there's like a different way of going about things and kind of like a reset on expectations and how we do everything and so on and so forth.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the one thing that hasn't changed. I mean, there's a lot that hasn't changed, right? It's a ton of
Right.
the original vision is still our current vision and like the goals that we head towards. I'd say the other thing that hasn't changed is like a crew of really smart people who all like respect each other and work like well together. And you just like you figure shit out, right, as you go along. As long as you have that, like whether it's FTX cratering or delightfully discovering something that works that you didn't expect, and coming up with it and like new ideas. Both of those things are made possible and turned into greatness just by having fucking dope people.
It's true. And yeah, my comment was more on just like the small little things that we do here and there, and like even how we started STXs and started doing like bi-weekly play tests, and now we're pivoting and having a little bit more time in between those, and we're going to dive more into that. So we're going to start with some gameplay questions, then we're going to move on to some like Discord community questions, as well as some like more Web3 questions and things like that, just so everyone knows where we're kind of at. And it's funny, we got the first question actually laid out in the chat. Now I'll actually start with that one. The first question was, can I have that amazing hoodie, please? The community
Can I tell the
merch.
GDC hoodie story? Did you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Ah, man. So The short version is not this exact one. They would take like another year because of the person that like we worked with to actually make these. But we tried to do one that was really similar for GDC, where we had a ton of them. They're going to be like our new community batch, as well as like a new set for the team that was more. What's the Saigo had the word for it? Summer weighted.
Oh, it
It
was
was like
thinner,
summer weighted.
right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a little more t-shirty. But basically the same design, same kind of fit and everything. And they came in, and you never know. It was a different partner we were working with. They came in, and like the yellow on this did not match the yellow that they used to print. And it's like, if they're wildly different colors, as long as they're kind of in the same complementary palette spectrum, it's fine. But when they're like both supposed to be the same yellow and one's like a little off, one was a little more orange, like our correct color, and then the one that was actually printed was a little too yellow. You look at it and you're just like, dude, we cannot give people those. And I had Joshua, who's our head of the EXP team, so he does like marketplace and website and everything. I was like, put this shit on and sit, like, we're just gonna chat for a little while. And after
Yeah.
like 10 minutes, I was like, dude, the longer we have a chat, the more I hate you just sitting there with that sweatshirt on. Like, there's no way these are going to see the light of day, send them all back. So we're going to go through that again, this time with like a better partner, and have a bunch more to like give out and get to people that we're actually proud of, as opposed to the horrible last like swing that we took at it.
Right. And the reason I grabbed the question too is because I got tasked with actually setting up fulfillment out of the office here, and for us to start properly searching merch or shipping merch to the people that we can ship it to. I'm not going to promise the world on this stage today because I don't exactly know what that looks like.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm actively taking my previous retail experience and implementing it here to essentially ship a bunch of cool swag to all you guys. And we have a lot of cool things, from the Bodago skateboard deck still, these beanies. We have some athletic wear now too. So pretty excited. It's going to start with us initially doing some giveaways and some more events for you guys to win the swag before we sell it or anything like that. Cool. So diving into the game, Don, I wanted to ask you, what are you most looking forward to in STX3?
Crafting, being able to like gather my own stuff and craft my own skins. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of like game feature stuff as well, just like the march continues from a raw, and I come from the background of like game feel person. That's something me and like the creative director share in common, of like I worked on like the black magic engineering that made things just feel right.
Yeah.
And so like all of that's marching in the right direction, but we've gotten to a point with the game where like that's table stakes, like it's not gonna do anything except get better, and it feels pretty good already. So those like sorts of pieces of like being able to gather stuff and make new stuff, and like how that whole loop works. I'm super excited to like get in there and do it myself.
Likewise. I mean, it's all when I'm doing the playtest here in the office, that's literally all I do. I've been like exploring the map and trying to like know where the new art and stuff is, but really, for me, the only other thing that I'm excited about is the Sigma ability to cancel your fall damage. Works really well now, and I've been literally just climbing buildings, jumping off of them, and just trying to cancel my fall damage. And when it works, it just feels so good, and that's definitely my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Some other questions that came up in the chat. Cairo wants to know if there will be a new Sigma ability soon or a marksman style rifle.
So we have a couple in the wings that we're iterating on. I don't think it'll be for STX3. There's definitely at least one for the following one for STX4. That's 100% coming in. It might be more than one for that particular release. We're still nailing down the exact like production schedule for it, and that delivery date will determine like how many of them end up in there. But yeah, I mean it's iterating, like building and iterating on existing Sigma abilities is like obviously a huge part of the game. I think the other part, I don't know if it's probably in STX3, I think, is the baseline health damage boosting that happens based on how much Sigma you have. That other piece that's like mitigates people just camping to the end for extractions. Like you'll get demolished by someone who actually has more sigma. It makes
Right.
people have an active role over the course of the session. I think that's like almost more important as a baseline. It kind of will change the way people play, and it'll push people away from this kind of bad behavior that we're seeing.
Oh, come on, dude. I love camping in the in the trees.
It's still camping. You just have to, have it at an appropriate cadence, right? You got to kind of,
Right,
you got to
right.
come out of the bushes once in a while, get some
You're right,
sigma
you're right.
off the corpse. Yeah, you can't just like wait to the very end and do it.
And
I
just
do
just
love
to
that we
clarify.
fixed the ability. Oh, what was that, Andy?
Oh, just to clarify. So that is that STX 3. You'll be able to pick up sigma, and your health will increase. Is that the
I think it's a damage mitigation, so it's not like your health
damage
increase, but it
mitigation?
effectively does the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's also when you pick up Sigma, you do restore health a little bit. And that I
Ooh, that's
confirmed
good.
that was working in STX3. It was intended to be working in the STX2. But awesome.
That's awesome.
Going on to the next one. And yeah, don't worry, Sniper. I already got all of those questions that you just plugged into the chat here, and we're going to be approaching those. Thanks for sharing those, by the way. Why did we change the pacing between STXs with STX3? We were doing bi-weekly, and what was the reason for why have we not why are we not playing STX3 right now, essentially compared to the past?
I mean, we wouldn't be playing STX 3 right now. We would be playing STX 2 point something, right?
Oh, is that true?
Um,
Oh yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what we
you're right.
did
You're right.
was we
Sorry.
like evaluated whether those minor releases were like a benefit or detriment. Like what was the trade-off basically? For I'd say the way we did them had a benefit in that we did some minor releases and got a bunch of data back, and basically started refining our cheat detection more and more.
Yeah.
But also just like live op stability, hit some like speed bumps that we were able to navigate. And it's always good like exercise for the team to go through that process where everyone's on call at the ready and you're in like a war room trying to figure out what's going on, using data, making decisions, unplugging it and plugging it back in. But
Right.
sometimes that's the answer. We got to a point where like, okay, we're actually in a pretty good place with this. There's this like trade-off of saturating like the noise of what we have versus what we could do from a development perspective if we had a little bit more of this bandwidth, right? So basically like being able to deliver a better STX3 with more features in it versus having those minor updates and releases, versus the things that we learned from the minor updates and releases. So that was like, it's kind of multi-dimensional calculus with the way that like you have to look at it. But like, will we keep it forever? I don't know. For this particular beat, that's the way we're going to do it. We've actually talked about like reintroducing minor updates again, but maybe at like not every 2 weeks, but like every 3 weeks or something like that. It seems trivial when you're not on the dev team like working stuff out, but it makes a huge difference to not have like an all hands on deck every time one of these launches goes out. And you also have to realize that there's multiple like work streams going on. So when you have those like STX 2.1, 2.2, those are this kind of like, it's almost like not a dead set of code and assets, but it's been branched, right? And then we're kind of hot fixing it or maybe making improvements to it. And the rest of the team is like working on the thing that's going to be STX3. And the more of that disruption of like pulling stuff into those minor releases, it affects the actual velocity and cadence of the major release. So it's a balance, right? Of just like trade off. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for me, like even if it wasn't like an improvement in the build and it was like, oh, we just went back and played STX2 again, for a weekend, that might make sense. And like even if there wasn't a Sigma leaderboard with it or all these things, I think we now have like a community that would show up to do it, and would be kind of
Yeah.
stoked to have that
Oh, and we're
hour and that.
definitely we're definitely examining that. I think if we did it, it
Right.
would be at least that. I think it would be that plus some like this team. You've been here
Yeah,
long
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
There's no fucking way
Exactly.
we would do that without putting some like hot fixes and stuff in there.
I
It's
know,
just
right?
and that's the thing with productions, like from a production schedule, the temptation is too great. And like production's job is to be like, no, you cannot do that. With the dev teams, like, dude, we want like people to get the fixes and have it be better, right? Like everyone wants it
Right,
to be
right.
that way. And at some point, like the production team has to put the clamp down.
Yep, yep, totally understand that. And some other things for me to just mention that we're looking to like kind of fill the holes with this new planning on is we're partnering with a couple other Web3 games. Maybe Wildcard, Parallel comes to mind to do some actual game nights of their game inside our Discord. And to start kind of create that culture for all of us to be gaming not only on Shrapnel, but all the great Web3 games that we have good relationships with. Cool. Otherwise, the last thing about STX3 is the obvious win. STX3, for me, I think I'm comfortable with saying sometime around May right now is what we're hoping for and planning for. I
Yeah,
know I know it may be disappointing to some that we're expecting to play in April, but the fact that we're launching, I think crafting is the crux of all this. It's truly a new loop and experience in the game.
it's a new loop and experience. The it's a proving out on the back end of like from the game side of it. We've made systems and front ends for that sort of thing for decades now. But
Right.
from a platform and infrastructure perspective, or this is like a scale and robustness testing of like Mercury of our platform. And those are the things like we know we have to get right. So it's the giving it enough time. You can't just like land it right before, right? You have to land it weeks before, and then have Q&A go through like your test team go through and actually hammer on it, find all the edge cases, and make it robust enough to where the bugs are minimal.
Oh yeah, I mean, imagine like some exploit where someone ends up with all of the rare whatever weapon skins and ends up with tens of thousands of them, like that kind of situation,
Oh yeah,
and making
yeah,
sure we don't end up with that because it is
economic
a live
disaster.
market.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we'll find a way either way, but that's super interesting. Cool. Anything else that you wanted to mention, Don, about SCX3? Before we move on to like kind of what's going on with the Discord and all that kind of stuff.
No, I mean, I'd say you kind of mentioned it earlier, like the art coming in is great
Yeah,
to see, and the new like equipment and itemization is also. It's like, and for me, that's
oh,
just kind of the like, I trivialize it, calling it table stakes because it's like normal game dev evolution, just like making things bigger and more pretty. And I would say we're also doing kind of an effort on performance front as well to get it so more people are having a better experience on different
yeah,
hardware. And it's always a hard thing early in the development process because it's like when you do performance chasing, you also introduce bugs. It's like 100% true no matter what,
oh
right?
really?
You
Oh, that's
cannot make
wild.
things faster without making them less stable. And it's like weird knock-on effects, right? You're changing how something gets called in code, or so the way data is configured. Like other things are dependent on that, and like you don't know what it's affecting. And somewhere down the line, the test team is like, "How the hell did this start happening?" And it turns out it was somebody making performance better, and then you fix it. So there's always like a
Totally.
trade-off, yeah, of where you are in development cadence, but
Well, I
definitely
mean,
trying to like chip at that at this point.
it sounds like we have an easy solution. Perfy says just turn off the textures in art. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just that simple, right? Back to gray box.
yeah, we'll just ship everyone 4090s, and then we're good to go.
That'd be great. So
That's funny.
are we under the impression that STX3? So we obviously know it's going to be very pretty. Everyone's excited to see Dub hop in, but I've been getting a lot of questions in my chat as well, asking about performance. So it's kind of the process. You don't want to do too much performance because as the STX come out, then it kind of undoes all the performance. sort of thing. So, or are there going to be some improvements around that side of thing? I know it's a tough question, but that's what all the
It
people
is.
want.
It's a like timing and trade off. So typically, we'll do it. We'll probably hit performance earlier than a typical game would in its production cycle. Every team does this differently, and I would say the most drastic example was Infinity Ward when they did the old like Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I know the guy who was the actual tech director for that title. They were always at 60 hertz on target console, but they had this like super Gestapo engineering team that would just go around and like murder artists and designers if they ever were out of budget. That's not how most games are made. Like most, you get maybe 75% of the way there, and then you do a concerted all-team performance push, and then for the last 25%, you do the Gestapo thing where you make sure everything like remains in budget. So for us as the style of kind of like multiplayer extraction shooter that we are with that like map and the UGC, it won't be like 75% of the way there. It can't be too far away, right? It has to be at some point this year, because like the map's getting fleshed out from an artist perspective, and some of the things you have to do for that performance are related to art production, how assets are being created, how they're being put into the maps, and that in turn has knock on Arun's team, who I'm looking at like right across the way, who does the map tool, because that like feeds into how the map tool assets are populated in the space and how people like put them together, and that has to be in performance as well. So like we can't go as long as the typical game does before getting like squeezing it into a better performance profile.
So that's I mean, it just kind of is what it is with it being so early. Would there ever be a consideration to we have a little bit more time between STXs? Maybe the kind of like the 2.1s and the 2.2s are not content. It's just like mini performance patches. Some of the work's going to be undone, just making the quality of life a little bit better for people, maybe
So
down the line.
it would get completely undone because
Yeah.
they're their own branches, right? So a good way to think about this is as you approach, just even like looking in the past, as we approached STX2, there's a significant portion of the team that's already working on STX3. So even before STX2 launches, you got to think like your art team. The order that we do things is typically like feature lock, content lock, and then like when content lock happens, you kick all the artists out of the build, and it's just engineers who are going and chasing and fixing bugs. Sometimes we'll have to pull people in for severe content issues, but for the most part, the designers and the artists and everything are already working on the next thing, and it's engineers who are in there like making it, increasing stability, getting like fixing bugs, and they're working right up until STX2 ships while everyone else is working on STX3. So you can see even with that, if you're talking about perf increases in STX like 2.1 or 2.2, like none of that team is working in that. And the hot fixes that we do are actually hot fixes we do to STX3 that we pull back into STX2. So if it were going to be like a performance push, we would do it in that scenario in STX3 and then pull it into STX2, but you wouldn't like that's a lot of effort that it would be a trade-off of like other things not getting done for STX3. So really what we would do is just have a performance push for STX3, and STX2 will basically have the same profile, get some hot fixes, be a little more stable.
Gotcha. So it'll be more stability stuff. It's just probably won't be that optimized initially.
Yeah, it's like a case by case evaluation of how much tax is involved in bringing it in to the build, right? Because the higher that is, like the less you get on the next proper release. So it's like, do you want that on the minor release, or do you want this other thing, that's like juicier coming down the line? It's like trade-offs are the name of the game in game development, and it's like it's the
That's
language you
crazy.
speak. Yeah.
That's so wild. Yeah, I've started speaking that language actually. That makes a lot more sense now. And it wasn't like that for me in sporting goods either. When we built bikes, it was just, yeah, there wasn't as many of those trade-off conversations. Cool. Appreciate all that, Don. Obviously, I'll be streaming our STX3 build here shortly. So we'll answer more questions and things while I'm doing that stream. But to get into some of the fun stuff, as we got 4 minutes left here, we had a couple questions on what's going on with the Discord, specifically around these existing communities and initiatives that were set up back in the early days with Echo Company, the mercenary crew, and setting up voting. Specifically with Echo Company and the mercenary crew, I still care a lot about those OG guys. Echo Company was set up, correct me if I'm wrong, Don, as the initial play testers of Shrapnel. So the very, very first build of existence of Forever, those people played it. That's correct.
The name actually came like Echo Company. The EC was because they were early crew. Is like literally where that
Oh,
name came
okay.
from.
Oh, cool. So yeah, so some things that I'm pushing for that are not approved and we can't promise yet is, an Echo Company style badge for the player profile to initiate all those people. Obviously, we don't want that to just be something that one day gets deleted in the Discord or archived in the Discord. We care about it. It is our history, and it is something that we'll look at maybe even doing some sort of reward for in the future. I don't exactly know, don't want to promise, but definitely looking at like a player profile badge to like indicate those people. And then the mercenary group, and specifically around voting, since everything happened and the operator collection was launched, I think the decision was that operators should be the ones that are kind of driving these votes and making these decisions. As a studio, we've been looking for ways of doing that very early on. I believe we found one way specifically around weapon skins for some operator votes to happen. So I'm taking a look at how to make that possible here in the Discord. It's going to be a very, initial. It's not going to be a big DAO structure or anything that stands up. All of our DAO tooling in the future will be done through Radon and that foundation, just so everyone knows. And we will have more voting in the future, and we definitely want to kind of kick that up. And it's just all kind of finalizing the plans and execution, and then we'll have to make it happen. Any updates on KYC and cheating? These two topics are some pretty hot ones. There's a lot of things with KYC that obviously we can't do, and we have to follow the letter of the law. What I can share is that we are taking a hard look at the customer service experience, specifically around KYC and cheating. As the community leader, this is my job to make sure the community is having a good time. And we are finishing up some processes, some team setup, everything internally, so that we can deliver a better customer service experience for everyone. So that's what's immediately happening for KYC and for cheating is you guys will see a much more immediate ticket resolution information as you ask for it. There'll be no longer these stories of waiting a couple days and not getting an answer as we finalize those processes. Then the last one was a juicy one that was budding around the community. We got 1 minute left, and it deserves more than a minute, and we'll probably talk about it every single AMA, is why should I hold an operator? Obviously, I cannot advise you guys to buy, sell, trade, or hold any one of our digital assets. All I can do is point out what we have done for operators, and what we have done it for operators is we have airdropped them Shrap for setting up an account. We have set up some partnership weapon skins and have just finished a snapshot for our operator holders to receive those partnership skins. We did do early access gameplay for operators, and I am excited to share with everyone that we do have a new Discord experience / game, as you will say, coming out very shortly. And operators will once again be the first ones to play test that and experience it. And I'm very much looking forward to that. So with no further ado, we hit the time. Dawn, you are free to go or stay as you will, and I get to play some STX.
Love it. Thanks for having me. I'll probably pop in and out. Got work to do.
No worries, buddy. Good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't stop, man. Grind doesn't stop.
Right? No, it does not.
Cheers, yo.
Thanks, Don. See ya.
Cheers. And
Yeah,
now it
me and
gets
James.
juicy.
Playtesters get cookies.
Play tester. Well, I don't eat sugar. I appreciate it
Playtesters
though.
Don't get cookies.
Playtesters don't get cookies. It was the EGS build, right? I think.
Yes, we are.
Okay, cool.
BGS devs, I'm gonna give it just 1 minute. I'm gonna rally a few more cards and people can move on.
Yes, I am a anti-sugar individual. For those that did not want.
He's
Nope.
gonna live longer than all of us gamers. Like 100.
I bet I live a very healthy lifestyle, as some might say. Very active, and I
The
eat very
recommended
good.
amount of excess sugar in your diet, gamers, is about 8 grams a day. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
That's why they don't put it on the foods. Because you know how it's like carbs, like 20%? Dude, if it was sugar, it'd be a can of pop would be like 600%.
Boom, baby. Let's take a look at what we got here.
We'll see.
Of course.
I'll let you know how the quality is with the 1440p. It's good right now. I'll let you know if it goes to crap.
Let me know. Yeah.
Yeah, Discord be.
Look at this new page that has been unlocked
Ooh.
on the Shrapnel experience.
So these are all.
It is
blueprints.
the collections page where you'll be crafting your weapons. Get in the play here.
Also, Dub, I'm
should be
probably gonna
looking-
be compiling all this into like a TLDR Twitter video for like a recap.
And then I love this little animation that was added in at the bottom. I know it's a tiny detail, but it's one of my favorite new additions in the STX
There's moving
build.
circles, guys.
There is moving
Quick.
circles.
Quick. Get ready.
Also, I am more than willing to answer some more questions, you guys. Just because Don has left us does not mean the AMA has to end.
Yeah.
Obviously, you won't get answers from him, but
I'll be grilling him. Chat.
how did we I'm eager to know did Dub do a good job? Can people tweet out that Dub has done a good job at his job and Shrapnel should be very happy with them?
Yeah, guys, say Dub's the best. For the time given, I mean, you were asking good questions the whole time. I'm sure people always want more questions answered, always. That's just kind of how it is, but you did great.
Someone bolster my ego here. Thank you.
Yeah. And then I'll keep grilling Dub as well.
Right.
I had people asking, obviously the anti-cheat stuff, I mean, that's kind of up in the air still a little bit. But more interested in the leaderboard side of things, if we're getting a new system for STX3 or not.
Yes.
Etc.
There's going to be a major. So I don't know if I'm supposed to say this yet, but I am going to say this yet. We are not going to have a major leaderboard activation during STX3 because the focus is crafting and the implementation of that. But we are taking a look at some other things that will be announced shortly.
So basically, you want people to focus on crafting skins and farming that instead of farming the leaderboard, because it would kind of contradict each other. Half the people go for leaderboard, the other half for skins. So will there just not be like a leaderboard kind of thing?
Exactly. Yeah. You know. I don't want to say too much, but I will let the people know that
don't say too much.
The
a
goal
major
is crafting, gamers. The goal is crafting.
I'm already getting in trouble. All right, we're in the game. Let's freaking go. There's a couple things I want to show people. First of all, look at all these freaking... Someone with their green thumb came around and planted some trees a long time ago, and they're doing all right still.
Actual foliage, boys.
Boom, baby. We got the Warden of the Fall out the gate. Dude, look at that. Look at that. Oh, the smoke, the red lighting, the vibes are right. Oh baby, there's a lot of art coming in. This is one of my favorite posters as well, because it says coming soon on it. This one is just a gem. This should be an ad. It's
There's a lot of fire
you-
ads in this
yeah.
world, like the
Oh, I
Cinnabon,
should
the
be
Cinnabon sign.
investigating boxes here.
Do you think we got any
That-
more ammo, heals, that sort of thing, or
Leather-
no, just the-
You can finally loot these things, even though that
Oh,
one was
yeah.
empty.
like the refrigerators?
you'll
and
notice-
microwaves?
You'll notice when I jump and I can do a mid. Oh well, that one wasn't it. I can do a mid-air crouch now.
I did that in
And
the last STX a little bit. I didn't
Oh,
get
okay.
caught up too much, but it does that mantle looked a lot smoother.
Felt very good. Oh, dude, yeah.
So you're hoping it's fixed, like the mantle bug.
Oh, yeah.
Really fixed.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm just writing time.
Oh, this is what I wanted to show off. Okay, this is gonna be cool. Check out the visual updates on the SMG.
Oh, new model and kind of new particle system kind of vibe.
It's electric.
Ooh, sponsored by Tesla. Elon Musk, guys, you heard it here first. Maybe investing a couple $1 billion into Shrapnel. Maybe. That's dope. New particle system for SMG.
Mhm. Trying to loot some crates and find some things. Got some reflective, even though they don't show me. Got a little bit of reflections coming in. Ooh, someone's been around there. Oh, I should probably grab that. Even if it's one. I hear somebody.
In May. Anything new with the meteors, or is it still basically the same? I was a fan of the last meteors. I mean, I'd be okay with more, but it was a huge improvement.
I don't think the more. That's so funny. We have an audio bug right now, but hey, I'm inside. Hey, I'm outside. Yeah, the quantities still look the same. I think what is changing is some visual looks around them, and then there's been chatter around like some bigger meteors coming in that have like a bigger explosion
Sweet.
radius.
We like to hear that. More Sigma for the boys. It is interesting to see where all the like the new textures, like it is kind of coming from Tokyo, like downtown, but it's also a little bit random. There's like random parts of the map. I'm assuming you just have different artists on different parts. But...
Yeah, so like a lot of exploration stuff happens out there, and then out over here is more the growth of the final product per se.
I got you. So a lot more testing on the Bradley Park side of things, and then a lot more final product towards.
Yeah, and like as we get over here, it's like, oh my god, we got the trees.
So it's gonna be a lot harder to see people now because it's not bright lime
like
green.
that, yeah.
Cool. And then, are there any? Obviously, everything looks prettier. Are there any new parts of the map unlocked for STX3?
Yes.
Find that out? Oh, there are new parts of the map unlocked.
I mean, yeah, yes, and it's a half yes.
Half yes.
Gotcha. 2 corners of the map, that corner and the corner way out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the game. Yeah. I would assume with players.
So you're putting those blueprints right in your secure pouch. Will they come with you when you die, or will it just prevent others from getting them?
I don't know the answer to that yet. I keep meaning
Gotcha.
to ask.
Yeah, because I'm assuming long term, the secure pouch would make sense that if you die, you still leave with it. That's like most games do. Because I would assume that's what's going to happen. We just don't know when that's going to get implemented.
Eh.
Is under the map still unlocked? Lamau.
No, that was a
Yeah.
bug, not a
Seems they
feature.
seems they really polished mantling. Even just looking, the mantling looks way cleaner now.
Oh yeah, dude. It's
Thank the Lord, dude.
major polish
Now
on
I can
that.
actually jump again, guys. Woohoo!
The big one that had me upset was my elevator wasn't working. I like my elevator to work.
Yeah, Joey,
my-
the game will be pretty realistic in terms of graphics. I mean, this is much of this is not fully polished. Even like Tokyo, like it's done per se, but it's all gonna come through with more polish.
I can
Now,
finally
ovens.
loot the fridge.
Let's go, baby. Ovens, refrigerators, microwaves, they're on the table, baby. They're on the table. Oh, and you got rid of the particle effects on that meteor. Thank God.
Yeah. So that was a test of them, and you'll see over here that those particle effects are actually now the Sigma location.
Ah, yeah, that makes way more sense. It was very hard to find the. I get tripped up a lot in there. I'm not even colorblind. It's just hard to find the green Sigma rock and the green Sigma glow.
We're giving it a tweak.
That's nice. That's nice.
She did not have much control.
All right, let's go jump off a building and catch my fall with the Sigma ability.
Ah, yes.
I told her, I was like, I'm not awesome.
Feel like I hear something.
Not in there. I think you might be in a session with just a few folks. 'Cause-
Oh yeah,
Yeah, bro. You're fucking buck wild.
I am buck wild. Ooh, don't mind me.
It's going to be interesting seeing how many skins you get. Because now there's persistent inventory for, like, the actual skin blueprints, right?
Right. Dude, it looks so cool from up here now. Look at that. Oh, this is kind of interesting.
Oh, it's a new part. New camping
Anyways,
haven for rats.
Are you guys ready for this? Who in
All right.
chat? Who thinks I'm gonna make this jump, or who thinks I'm gonna die to my death? Oh, win duos sooner than you think.
Ooh.
You're definitely dying. Oh, okay.
I believe in you, Doug.
Sigma! Oh shit!
Never mind.
Yo, my main man, scream real loud when you die, bro.
I died. Mistakes were made.
That's funny, bro.
We're chilling. The dev team wants to kill me and make me look bad in front of everyone at the community right now.
Yeah, guys,
So
they
we're
turned it
gonna
off
hang
just
tight
for
for a
Dub.
second.
Worked as intended. Facts. So are all these like new skins?
I
that are
threw it
possible?
too early. What was that?
Dude, right at the end. Are these all new skins that you can't
They
buy?
will. We listed out which ones. Oh, that's
Wild
cool.
card.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
They added a bunch of stuff to my account just now, knowing that I was streaming for y'all guys, and was like, oh, I should. How do I unequip the wild card though? Well, I guess I'm locked into that one. In our announcement that we made a little bit ago, go back to 3 weeks from now in my announcement if you can find it, and we listed which ones will be craftable. But
Gotcha.
You ready to hit deploy? He just hit it.
I hit it. Davey, items that are in my secure pouch. If I die, do those come back?
Yep.
Like
That's
I keep them.
That's why it's your secure pouch. It makes sure you don't lose anything in battle that you put in there. It's your cubby hole.
So I could literally just sprint around, go find some fragments, and if I die, I
Yep.
still get them.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
As it should be. Sweet.
As it
Secure
should
pouch
be.
is now secure. Got ya.
I love it. Your
Like,
human
everyone kind of
cubbyhole.
assumed that was happening. We just weren't sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't played Tarkov yet, so
Nah, you're good, dude. You're
I
good.
should probably play Tarkov at this. That would be a fun stream for everyone. Is come play with Dub as he discovers Tarkov.
Lamau. Why do I have to repair my leg? Why do I have to drink water?
There's this malarkey.
Keep in mind, gamers, you need the 3 blueprints of the same gun, but also the different parts of the gun. You can't just get like 3 blueprints and craft whatever you want.
Oh shit.
They're specific. So there's a world in which, all right, you could keep getting all these rare blueprints, like 2 of each, but you struggle to find the final one. So you just keep playing and praying that you get all the legendaries. That's why the wild cards are so good. But I'm more than likely people are just gonna stockpile the wild cards. I guess it just depends on how much inventory space I get, like in my actual account. Because I'd probably just run the whole time without really crafting anything, and then right at the end of the STX, I'd see what duplicates I have, and if I have like legendaries, I'd prioritize the wild cards for the legendaries, you know?
Alright, I'm gonna go check out some of the new stuff. Benny Blue Eyes on the SCUs, those are gonna be one of the the latest things we deliver on in our timeline of deliverables.
Sweet.
They'll be your Sigma container unit is a pretty special item in Shrapnel's universe. It's what you collect Sigma with, and it ultimately what also controls your Sigma ability. And we are going to develop more and define more what that utility of holding those SCU NFTs are and how those relate to the SCUs in the game. That's the best I can leave you with there, but it's gonna be a while.
I'm happy with that, because that means the price can just keep going down, and then I can buy all of them.
Does this go from the top to the bottom?
This is the new area that I wanted to showcase.
Ah, oh yeah, huge improvements and actual things over here now. People are asking
Still in
about
development.
potential damage system or anything to do with stats, and then also maybe like a damage system if it's still the same, anything along those lines.
Oh, my server crashed. That's what's going on.
Can't reload.
Oh no, my server crashed.
Rip.
Rip. I'm gonna let everyone know that I'm redeploying, and I'm gonna redeploy.
I'll ask him again when he's back.
This server crashed.
I know where you ready?
I redeployed.
You ready? Oh, you did. Wait, did you redeploy already?
Yeah, should I cancel?
Cancel then.
Well,
let's
Judy, you can do more than just the secure path.
Oh my god! Jesus!
It's chaos!
Give this man some structure.
I was not drinking during the all hands meeting, I swear. Woo!
Oh, nice. Doug almost fell out of his chair, but we're okay.
Live on. God, I threw out my shoulder.
I slept on mine wrong too, Dub. That's why.
Oh,
I think we're just connected.
I hope that was
now.
recorded.
We got a trauma bond from all those failed mantles. Like when I see you mantle, I get physical PTSD and anxiety. Every time I saw you climb, I was like,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I had kind of addressed it. I'm revamping our entire customer service flow. I'm sorry for the delay in reaching your ticket. But I'll be going after that next week to finalize it up, and we have a whole new customer service kind of set up at the company to take care of you.
All right, I got the question earlier was potential damage system rework and or some form of like stats or anything like that. I know that's being worked on, just like anything for STX3, new in the damage stats department.
I know the comment or feeling was that we want sorry, I was basking in the glory of these new shopping stores. we want it to be information you can easily understand and read while playing the game. So for sure there'll be like some more visibility on stats, and all that good stuff, and there'll be as well as some new items and abilities around player health and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah. So is any of that STX3 or maybe? No.
Yeah. I mean, we still got time, so I could
Some
see
improvements.
some of that
Yeah, we
squeezing in there.
got a while, man.
I know.
That's a lot. I'm gonna have to start. I have to start going through my VODs to find videos to post, man.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've been meaning to hop on a call with you and chat about all this new kind of change of pace.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a little rougher. I think for this, like, I've been writing down notes. It'd be a lot of work to go through it, but I'm probably just gonna clip this like hour, and then just kind of cut it up. Or I can just not show anyone the proof of what you guys say, and just do like a 3-minute splurge of like, all this is coming. I'm not gonna tell you how I got this info though.
I'm also recording everything on my end,
Gotcha.
and we're looking at distributing that information to like we're gonna even add some like Spanish and Portuguese subtitles and
Gotcha.
Vietnam and Lebanese as well.
All right, boys. So we gotta beat the official Shrapnel Twitter, dude. SMG,
baby.
SMG bad. Looks prettier though.
Ooh. Oof.
He said Japanese. Yeah, the graphics are a lot better. Any changes to time to kill is a question.
Yeah, the SMG is getting tweaked, as you noticed. Grenades getting tweaked. So yeah. It's Sigma, I think the Sigma ability at like level 3 does a little bit more as well now.
And then I guess grenade nerf probably. A little nerf to the grenade, hopefully.
We'll run away with the shotty now. There's that Fountain of Youth. Go see what's new over here.
Any body name tags or a way to identify the person you kill?
It should actually be in this build I'm playing right now where we see who I killed. Also, we have bricks now.
Bricks.
Pretty fascinating.
First bricks in the entire game, guys. Get your cameras. Call your moms.
The vibe they're getting right over here, though.
Bum. Will there be any new graphical abilities to turn down or turn up graphics?
I don't know for sure. I would imagine we would have
hopefully
some improvements for sure on that topic.
All right. Cool. And then I'm assuming no crosshairs. Someone's asking about crosshairs. I'm assuming no. You can always tape to your screen with a dry erase marker.
And yeah, I did actually say Lebanese. I just had some languages in my head and just spewed them out.
Dub's putting blueprints in his secure pouch. That way when he dies, he can, still have them.
Yeah, so if I pick up like a more rare fragment, then I'll obviously switch that into my secure pouch.
Not yet, Temmie. There won't be like a health percentage display yet. They said they're gonna be adding stuff in the future, but they probably have to overhaul the whole system for health and like the visual experience probably. So I don't know. This looks new.
And yeah, so this was the other one that is pretty new.
The 2 empty hills.
Yeah.
New
They essentially got pushed out this way.
There's more loot. That's always good, dude. Just distributing up the loot on the edges. That way people have an option when they get the spawn over here.
Yeah, so I have part C to the Warden of the Fall pistol, part B to the Chartreuse Viper SMG, part B to the Warden of the Fall. There.
Probably. Was the green wall still gonna kill you? If you run into it?
I don't
I'm
want to test
assuming,
it
yeah.
because I just
Doesn't
picked up
wanna
a
risk
rare
it.
fragment.
Gotcha. Probably.
what?
Guys, don't run into shiny glowing things. It's never a good idea. In real life or in video games. Usually not the vibe. You will probably die.
Murphy is trolling right now, saying that I got my first kill.
Lol. Yeah, digital one. We're getting a persistent inventory for blueprint shards. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the keys to why this is taking a bit compared to the past is that we want to make extra sure that the items you grab in this and extract with end up in your inventory, and then you can take it in your inventory, craft that item, it ends up on the subnet in your inventory, and you can take it and list it on the marketplace or hold it, whatever you want to do.
Hodl boys, diamond hands, diamond hands. Let's get the floor price to like $1 million per skin. So far, no mantle bug gamers. We've done about 10 mantles. Look at us go. You get so hot every time you mantles? Same. Well, that seemed to work. Normally that fall makes you go white. So you just have to time the Sigma Blast the last possible.
Yeah, it's like last. I did it way too early on the last one.
That makes sense.
Once we get towards the end of the game here, this is new.
Can you get in there?
Notification when I upload a video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Oh boy. New camping spot. This is gonna be interesting now, because I can't run my 50 magazines anymore.
Yeah. Whoops.
It'll be very cool. Now when you win the game, you want to drop all your mags and try to get every single blueprint you can off their dead bodies.
Sorry, I lost you during the sirens.
Nah, you're good, you're good. I was just answering questions. Kind of changing the meta. You gotta like fast drop all your stuff at the end of the game to get as many blueprints as you can if you kill the last guy. Yeah. Speaking of sirens, brother, are we gonna get a slider for that? Oh, I got my Twitch, Discord, everyone's like, when siren, please.
You're right.
Hopefully, chat. One of these days.
Alright, we got a last extraction spot.
3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Alright, we got Sigma Wave 3, which is all I really cared about.
Yeah, it seems like you can bounce a little higher now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you said it also probably does a little more damage too. Sigma OP. And then plus the
Yeah, it's
damage
just like
mitigation.
an overall tune on the.
That's great though, because this kill would not have been possible. Well, I mean, it would have been possible, but like that looked way cooler than it was. You know, you look like a freaking Jason Bourne there. Oh, the clips, Dub. The clips.
Oh, the
content
clips.
now.
Yeah,
I know
dude.
Swiffle was doing that a lot, and Zoltan. They were doing all kinds of Sigma shenanigans. Whenever I saw that, I was like, oh boy. Ask about perma damage. Is that still a thing? I know that was intentional, but also unintentional at the same time. The
Yeah,
being permanently
I'm
yellow.
still not. I'm not like clear enough on what's going on there to like
We are
answer
getting
it.
damage mitigation and slight healing when picking up Sigma, so it'll at least be an improvement for endgame. It still might suck, but should have an improvement.
And I'll go after this match. I'll go back to the character screen, so you can see exactly what that is.
Gotcha. Any accounts to connect to Shrapnel besides Epic? I don't think so, but there could be more in the future as they add more partners. Is it optimized now? No, but it's prettier.
Oh, that's where that was a duel earlier. I wonder if there's any
Blueprint.
goodies over here.
Yeah, Dub doesn't need any utility. He just needs blueprints so he can print fat racks. Yeah, this could be cool if like every STX they changed the skins you could craft. That way, each STX has a lot of exclusivity, but they might still always have some defaults. Dang, bro. Whoa, 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 whoa.
This will not be possible in the future. But it is possible today.
No tree camping? That'd be sick.
Yeah, no on the tree camping.
But I'm a climber.
I don't think there's anyone else alive. I'm gonna try to climb a tree again. Let's climb another tree.
Even if you can't climb trees,
Oh
Chad,
yeah.
at least you can climb other stuff. See, I feel like this is not too bad just because you take so much fall damage without, like, you'd have to save.
Whoa, watch this.
No, I broke again.
Too early again.
You gotta do it
I
like
suck.
right at the end.
As soon as I'm trying to do it for all my friends, I can't do it.
He's got stage pressure. Stage fright. It is such a cool feature though, dude. Like I get probably leaving, but climbing trees would be so dope.
I think we'll decide our happy medium on this.
Oh, you do some trees, maybe not all trees.
All right, I'm gonna cancel this fall damage. Damn it! Aha!
There you go. It's kind of like water bucketing in Minecraft. That last second water bucket.
I'm convinced. Oh.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
That's cool. That's cool.
There's lots of secret tunnels, gamers, behind bushes and stuff around the map. Most people don't even know.
Oh yeah.
I found most of them.
Gravity 2, Dub 1. Let me look at those character. Holy shit!
That'd be cool, Benny. Hide in a tree, and every time you shoot shots, leaves fall out. That'd probably kill optimization, but it'd be an amazing feature. All right, new operator page where you can start to see your perks.
No, this has always been here.
Oh well, I thought it was a newer page.
So healing items restore more health. Pick up Sigma more quickly. Heal slightly when collecting Sigma. Increases the chance of being offered health-related perks. Yeah, I don't know what Don was talking about. Maybe that is a Sigma ability specific thing and not a hero.
Yeah, maybe. Well, like the damage
That makes more
mitigation.
sense.
Yeah, those are Aniki's perks. Yep. It's cool how it shows only the parts of the skin you can craft. I like that.
Yeah, I dig it.
And how big is our inventory? Do you think we'd have like 200 blueprints, or is it capped?
No, it's not capped.
Oh, huge.
No cap.
No cap, dog.
No cap.
Wanted to catch up.
You already know I'm gonna get like 400. That'll be the new leaderboard, boys. Who can get the most? Who can extract the most blueprints? Sigma is a thing of the past. Are kills rewarded for next STS? Not currently, Iceburn, because I don't think they're doing a hardcore leaderboard. We'll have to wait and see.
There might be some pretty rewarding missions for such activities.
Better missions. Harder missions.
Maybe.
More exclusive skins. In the future, there'll probably be stuff related to KDA and hopefully kill multiplier at some point for your points. Who knows?
People should the most like one and well, it's not. I think one of the most exciting things that I revealed today that I'm the most excited about in the short term is the Discord experience game that's coming.
The secret game in Discord.
Yeah, it's so freaking cool.
Sweet.
Code name the Lunatics.
The Lunatic.
Mhm. Jeff, the Lunatics.
Balloon Tower Defense 8. Sponsored by Shrapnel.
Also, Jeff, you're more than welcome to hop on the stage if you wanted to and to chat about things. I know you're very excited to be sharing this with everyone.
Oh yeah, I'm just dead waiting to jump back in, so I'm super excited to.
Did I kill you?
No, it wasn't. I didn't even get that far. So no, it's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff that we are in the process of pulling over for the next big deliverable versus the one we're STX3 that we're delivering next. So I don't know if Dub, if you talked about that, but there's definitely some stuff in here that we'll be seeing in the future.
No, feel free to, even if I said it before, whatever you want to talk about and share that you have top of mind, we can cover it again.
Well, I think the biggest thing I'm excited about is that for so long we've been kind of playing at an extraction shooter that's a little bit more of like a deathmatch, kind of survival and get some stuff out, like a last man standing kind of deal. So we made some changes last time around to try to extend the session events out a little bit and bring multiple extractions in earlier. As you can see, even on Dub's screen right there's 2 up. So when we actually allow people to start extracting weapon skin fragments, I think it's going to make the extraction zones a lot more contentious early on. So I'm curious to see what that does for the playstyles. Like we've said before, we're just pushing testing, with all these things. So these are all super valuable to us. As you can see here, there's some gray box, there's some awesome art in. So we're very much in still building this. So yeah, I guess that's the exciting stuff that we're moving into. There's a lot of other stuff that we'll be playtesting here that you guys will see live.
Yeah,
Something with the C button.
Valuable.
I'm sorry, Andy, what'd you say?
Oh, just saying, like, grabbing Sigma's more valuable now with, like, the healing and the damage mitigation and the fall damage working better. So
yeah,
Sigma's at an all-time high, and then early extractions will actually be sought after.
Yep,
Previously,
so it's
I'd only take it if I got every single meteor, right? From the first.
yeah. I think usually I found you camping one and killing me. I think multiple times I've been yelling at you
Hey,
over here in the
very
fishbowl.
rarely would I camp. Very rarely.
No,
I
as it just
do
felt like it because
sprinting.
you were so stealthy. You were just ripping along. No, I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I am not good. People kill me all the time, and I'm like, damn, I'm supposed to be good at this shit. No, I'm not. But
That's
yeah,
why
there's some
we took the one video of you killing me and we made sure to
the
broadcast it
one
all
video.
over.
Oh yeah, just send it back to like places I worked before. Be like, he's still alive. He's still killing people. No, there was that other one that we had in playtest the other day, Dub, where you scared the shit out of me when you came on the roof up the ladder, and I
Yeah.
just Sigma waved you off it, and it was just pure panic again. I'm like, everything I do whenever I kill Dub, it's just pure panic luck.
That's karma. Dub did that to me, except he came up the ladder and Sigma'd me off the roof when I had like 600 Sigma. I was so sad.
Did he even
was
bother to loot your
beautiful.
corpse, or did he
I don't
just
think he
launch you
could.
and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I
extract?
think he, maybe he did. I don't remember. He's
Oh, I
mean.
did. I
You're
did.
like, that's some
Oh, I
disrespect.
did.
I'm not even gonna
Oh,
take your shit. I'm just
I hate
launching
that
it.
when that happens. Oh yeah, that was the suggestion I had a while ago. I don't know how easy it'd be to implement. Is like when you Sigma blast someone, have them drop their items or something. Like
Yeah, there's a
their body
There's a lot more
goes
we
so
can do with the
far.
whole death sequence. I mean, I think right now it's very, first pass. We haven't done a
Yeah.
lot that's, different with the kills, and I mean, we've had some really, I don't know, some really fun discussions about what to do with bodies, like, different grenade effects. I personally, I'm not sure that, don't take this as a signed contract, but personally, I would love to see a body smoking after it
Yeah.
was killed with, I guess, a headshot just like that at close range, right by. Yep. All right. No, but like if we see people dead by grenades or Sigma waves and stuff, I'd like to see some of those effects on the bodies. A lot more with the death sequence, but yeah, it's early yet. Dub, what does that say? I can't read your screen.
It was
I can't-
Tim.
What? Who?
Tim.
All right, I'm gonna drop out so I can jump back in a session with you guys.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go give Tim a high five.
Yeah, he deserves it. I can't believe Tim dunked on me like that.
Also,
I
fact
got
that-
played.
Did he go full Matumbo?
Yeah.
Did he wave his finger and everything? We need that as an
Exactly.
emote, right? We just need a full
Oh my
emote for that.
god, yeah.
We just got to go all the Seattle trash talkers, just whatever was done, just pull all of our old sports fans out. Actually, I don't think anyone did anything as good as Matumbo, but
That's so funny.
And yes, Fat Cat, they do have an anti-cheat, and it is working very well. It's just not fully turned on in terms of banning everyone instantly, because they want to make sure they're not banning innocent players. But they
yeah,
got,
very
like,
much
probably
so.
over 1 million games now on the AI anti-cheat at this rate.
We've been
like
looking at a
close
lot
to
of that, and then also, early on for this, a lot of this stuff is early tests that we're working through, and I know there's been some great contests and things like that, but it's been awesome for us to learn, a lot of what people are trying to do, or where some threat vectors are, and then start working with that type of software and start trying to harden the game
Can
up a little
I-
bit. So yeah, go ahead.
Can I craft this or is it gonna break my game?
Oh, I don't actually know in the dev environment. Go ahead, man. We're all waiting on you. See what
YOLO.
happens. Oh shit, is
Possibly
it
can
gonna?
do it when queuing,
did not work.
maybe, but
You gonna
I
post
just
your
don't-
credit card up there, your wallet and everything?
Yeah. No. We do not have that fiat on ramp yet.
Well, right to Dub's wallet.
Lol, Jolie.
Dub hasn't missed a shot. Any chance the anti-cheat picks him up? Yes, the anti-cheat picks me up every time. But I'm the one who manages that anti-cheat list, so I just remove myself
Yeah, he
from it.
pays it off, guys. He pays it off. I'm still saying this is the best idea for any game ever. Make your own cheats for your game. Have 3 companies make your own cheats, and then let those players load in with your cheat client, put them on other servers against cheaters, and then ban them whenever you want, and then make another fake cheating company, and then just farm money off the cheaters infinitely, and just keep them shadow banned.
Right. So what we need to do is get you off of a public channel right now, and let's talk about this further.
Yeah, dude, it's such a great, like, there's so many ways to do it. I'm still waiting. I know you guys have the AI anti-cheat, but I've always like people are gonna cheat regardless. The AI, I think there'll be a lot less cheaters in Shrapnel once it's fully fledged out, just because the anti-cheat's better than most games. But I mean, dude, a lot of people would be open to cheating against other cheaters, knowing it, and other people just wouldn't make a new account because they wouldn't notice it. So it'd be
There's
like
something
a double-edged
about
sword.
Yeah, there's something about like a dystopian future where there's like I don't know, like an Olympics where it doesn't matter if anyone dopes up,
Yeah, no,
right?
that's
It's just
happening
like
right now.
let's just go for the best technology, like the $6 million man. Well, I guess that's
Mhm.
not really that much now, but
I'd love
like
it.
just let them go. Like, and that would eventually lead to cybernetic implants, orangutan arm grafts, fun stuff like that. And I'm
Oh,
all
no, it'd be
about that for the
sweet.
Olympics. Like
That is
some
coming,
sweet,
actually.
sweet curling.
That Olympic idea, that is happening right now. There's a fully juiced Olympics being hosted, I think, in the next
Yeah,
2
I'll
years.
send you the link,
Or
Jeff. It's pretty
are you
funny.
serious?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
they're
it's
fully
already a thing.
anything goes, and everyone's watched by medical professionals. Because most of the accidents with doping in Olympics is because you're getting it shady. But when it's fully approved and you're monitored by doctors, there's not really people. Obviously, not good for your body. But I say
Do
the
they-
same thing with cheating, man. That'd be great.
Do they have
Well,
like a plugin to test Dub's blood, like while he's on stream, right? That he just has to like
Maybe.
plug into a blood pressure cuff or something.
I see more FPSs than the average human.
Yeah, that was the other thing too, the Dexterto article or whatever. It's like some people can see more FPS than others.
Right.
Come on, guys.
But-
You know I can't see FPS like you can. I do think that'd be cool though, like a cheater Olympics too. Well, because then you could take so you do like a 50K prize pool, right? Or something, right? This could be any game. And then in order to enter, you have to send the dev team your process of getting the cheats and how you're running it. And then you just run that, you add that to your anti-cheat, and then you let the
Oh.
people duke it out with their crazy cheats.
No, I
And then you
got
make,
this,
like, a whole
man.
event.
Let's take it one step further because I think that's almost there. Let's randomize the cheats that are given to each player. So
That'd be
it's kind of like
fun.
those races where it's like, you throw down your pink slip and it's like, well,
it's a different game mode.
right? Yeah, you're just shit. I don't know what this cheat is.
Yeah, I think it'd be super fun. But yeah, that whole idea of like making fake cheating companies, selling cheats to players, and then shadow banning them / banning them, amazing.
I can't see the chat, but I'm sure there's already a scheme going, right?
Yeah,
well,
there is.
I've been wanting that for games for a while. It's just like the most logical conclusion. You get a double dip on all the bad players while improving your anti-cheat, and also just like you increase revenue, decrease like cheaters in real lobbies.
Well,
And
Don't you think the cheaters
stay
are just
cheaper.
lonely?
Some of them, but also
No,
like,
I don't give a shit.
it'd be
That's not the
fun in
right
terms
answer.
of, no, I get you. It would. I bet you some people would love it though. They're
Oh, yeah, I would
"I'm
love
gonna
to see
code
that."
all night to get my better aimbot than him.
It'd be like, what the hell was that old TV show, the robot ones, where they would fight each other?
Yeah.
Robot Wars
Is that what it was? Robot Wars?
or
Yeah.
BattleBots.
BattleBots, that was it, yeah.
The audio difference between being inside and being outside
Yeah,
is
we gotta
just
fix that. It's horrible.
it's so good. It's so funny. Jeff will describe it as horrible, and I'll be like, "This is awesome. I love it."
Yeah, Dub and I have very different senses of what's good and bad.
Yeah,
So I was
it's true.
telling Robert, the lead level designer, I was like, just basically go watch Dub's stream and everything he does, go fix. Like that jumping on laptop bullshit, go fix that. The street lights,
Yeah,
go fix
I was
that.
doing the tree. I was doing the tree thing, and everyone's eyes went wide.
Oh yeah, that's actually cool because we're getting a lot of that foliage in right now. Like we're still not all optimized and everything in for us to play test and get it going, but it's starting to come in, and I think that's going to be interesting when we start getting the game rules going in that with all of the how much is the foliage concealing, how much sound broadcast does it have when you're moving in it, all that kind of fun stuff.
Right.
That'd be sweet, man. And then also, like, as you shoot, you're gonna have the foliage disappear. If you don't want
Well,
to create
we've-
particles, you can just kind of shrink it as you shoot.
Well, we've also, I mean, probably to start with, we're going to look at more of like the gameplay effects. Like I think that's absolutely where we would consider going for like the polish side of stuff. But right now, I'd want to look at maybe I mean, this is a horrible name. They don't let me name things. But like sound traps, I think is what we've called it in the past. But this idea
Yes! Yeah.
Dub loves it. No, I was gonna say that we have these this idea that like with foliage like that, there could be like a nest of birds in it or something. So if you were able to notice it, you could use it as a bit of a sound trap, or if you saw it, kind of, I think I referenced this as like the opening of Predator style, like the birds give your position away. Some stuff like that where it's subtle in the environment, but people, if they're smart, they can start using that type of stuff to their advantage. And I know I feel like the games that let players tell their own stories like that just resonate a lot better. You just have more fun doing stupid shit.
100%.
That's kind of what games are supposed to be, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, because then you get a silencer, and you know someone's in the forest, so you intentionally shoot the bird's nest to get them to turn around, and then you're in front of them.
And
there's all kinds of stuff you can do.
Yeah, then I tell the level designers again, follow Dub around, fix everything he does.
A good time. Yeah, I'm very happy that the Sigma jump is actually Sigma-ing.
Yeah, we're starting. We're continuing prototypes and the Sigma locomotion stuff, and it's obviously still very early. We've tested it a few times, but
oh, come on, that was a cool play.
That was awesome. You just went right into my field of view.
Yeah, Sigma. You were talking about Sigma wave movement, so I Sigma wave myself.
You're gonna try
to be like, oh, I got you now, and then
Yep. So the prototyping we're doing a Sigma wave movement is actually to lure Dub into doing that.
Sweet.
Just jumping right in front of me. Oh, and you had two fragments.
Yeah, well, I had 3 rare fragments, and they're in my secure pouch. So
we'll take that,
Jeff.
Oh, that'd be
this is the
cool.
first time I flipped off the camera. I'm sorry, Chad. But it happened.
Two cool ideas for you, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
I've said this a few times. I'm gonna say it directly to you though, because it seems you're Mr. Sigma, man.
I don't know about that, but let's hear it.
Mode for Sigma. One's for damage, one's for movement. The movement has like 2 to 3 blasts.
Oh, I told him about this.
Yeah. And then the other idea I just had here is a item that you can get that allows you to hack secure pouches on dead players.
That's fun.
Like a legendary item. You have like 90% of the time you're gonna get those items out. But imagine you had like a legendary, and then someone like hacked it, and you're like, what happened to it? And then a pop-up comes in like, a Niki has hacked your secure pouch. Like, oh, dude, that'd be so fire. Because a lot of times
there's some fun stuff with that, man. Every time I do that in Tarkov, and I have to wait for the insurance to come pay out, and I'm like, I know these bastards aren't giving me shit. Like, I know they're not going to give me my rifle, even if it was a dumb scav rifle. But yeah, I think there's definitely something to that of like that almost. It almost feels like a slot machine. You're like, come on, get out.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I think it'd be great. Like your body has like a minute countdown at the end of the game to see if it's gonna get hacked or not. If you get your items, just be more stress,
Yeah, and it's like I was saying earlier. This has been a thing that we've talked about. I think every game company talks about this in some fashion, or every game I feel like talks about this, but I really keep wanting to push from the design side on those type of kind of mechanics or little experiences where players create their own stories. I know that in a single player game, like I always look at Fallout 3 for this, like they had such great like just kind of ambient storytelling around the world. And that's certainly stuff that we'll pull in here, but I like those type of more player triggered, player interaction type stories like that, where it's not a cutscene, it's not a bunch of VO heavy stuff, it's just you have that experience with another player and you get him or he gets you or whatever, so I think that's I don't know, I early on when we're testing this stuff, that's really where I'm trying to mine gold from, so stuff like that, like hacking someone's secure pouch is absolutely a prototype we would do and try to see if that changes the way people do economy, kind of motivations, like get out on this extraction. If I hack your pouch, I want to get on the first extraction then. We'll see a lot of that type of stuff. So anyway, I think that's a lot of that type of stuff we'll see here in the near future. I'm sure as we keep doing this stuff, we'll keep showing you guys the early things.
100%.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure next week Dub will probably show some pretty interesting stuff. So I think we're doing a branch today. So yeah, just a little hint, and maybe something with a single key press that may change the world entirely.
I'm nerding out over here, guys. Oh my god.
Does he know what it is? I don't know.
No.
What? No. Yeah, I know.
I don't tell him anything. He's always swinging by my desk, and I like close my monitors down and stuff.
It's bullshit. I hate it.
So wait, what? What is the hint?
I can't. No, I said it's something that may change the world with a single key press.
Like a hardcore mode? Or get better
Man, I don't
loot?
know. We'll have to see. It could just quit the client.
It's it
wouldn't
says
surprise me if
skip
that's where it
the Alt
went.
That'd
F4.
be-
Right?
It could be an emergency extraction.
Also,
We
this
all-
is going to be the last match chat, just so everyone is aware.
Everyone cried. Okay, I got too much content now, Dub, for a video.
Good.
Take a lot of
We got
Andy-
one more kill when I blast him off Skyline.
Yeah, I bet. Andy, I love you, bro, for everything you do for us, man.
No worries, dude.
You're a killer ambassador. Whoa.
Hear that?
Yeah, I never
chat?
get a chance to jump
Kill
on
it.
here with you guys because I'm always like out there playing. But Andy, it's awesome getting up here and talking with you, man. I really appreciate hearing you guys go through the stuff. It's great to
Yeah,
hear
no
you getting
worries,
out there and
man.
talking about the game while we're working on it and trying to
always-
improve the things you guys are finding.
Yeah, if you ever need people for like private testing or secret ideas, I have unlimited ideas 24/7, and then it's just a matter of which ones do you want to implement. Just
Well,
a
how much do we
nerd,
have to
dude.
pay for those ideas? That's the real
I
question.
mean,
That's the
They're pretty cheap right now. They're
that's the
good
deep
value.
Illuminati stuff. Yeah.
Dude, I will say I got a lot of ideas. The biggest problem is a lot of my ideas people just haven't done yet, and a lot of game companies are just afraid to do them. But like
Hey,
a lot of
honestly,
stuff's like simple. you
All
know?
kidding aside, man, that's where a lot of indie developers can really stand out from AAA stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
I've basically worked my entire career in AAA. I mean, except for late 90s, early 2000s when budget titles were called budget titles, not indie. And they
Yeah.
really didn't look like indie titles do now, but I think they're doing a lot more kind of exploratory mechanics, and they get away with it a lot better than we do. Everyone expects it to be like
Yeah.
photorealistic, or like my character couldn't do that in real life.
Mhm.
So it's kind of hard to play with some of that stuff,
I mean, some of that though, you just gotta kind of, I don't know. I know that there is a lot of, I guess, confliction with some of the Shrapnel team wanting to go more like serious sim realistic, and the other side's like we need
Nah.
fun.
I mean, it's definitely a conversation. I wouldn't say it's a serious conflict. I mean,
It's
some of
not.
us would also like to make a deep horror game out of this. Clint and I think we have a pretty big vote in what we make, but no, I don't think it's a conflict for the team. It's just more of a discussion of,
Yeah.
I mean, even at this stage, we're still testing, and I can't hear anything because sirens, but
Same. So when can I toggle the volume of the siren?
Yeah, I've been
Jeff.
asking that for years now.
sorry, I can't hear you.
Exactly. That's
Right?
why we need it.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that on. Is Tim around, or is he too busy killing people? Tim, let's get that bug in.
Tim's
fix that.
slaughtering people.
Yeah,
Shit.
I'm a
I was
huge
saying something before
guy
sirens.
for-
I totally forgot what it was.
No, we
Same.
just want a slider for sirens.
Yeah.
And I was talking about game design. That's kind of my big thing. I want stuff to be functional. Like the biggest game in the world is Minecraft, and those graphics were horrible, but it was very cool, very functional, unique experience. And like Tarkov, I'll let you go here in a second. Just like Tarkov,
No, yeah.
I love the idea of Tarkov. I just hate how realistic it is, and there's a reason why Tarkov will never have the player base as Apex or Call of Duty. Like you want your game to be sweaty, but there's just so much unnecessary fluff. Gotta repair my leg. Gotta find bandages. Gotta drink water. Gotta find. That's just annoying. Like I hate as a player, especially
yeah.
competitive. It sucks to die to stuff that's out of your control.
I think there's definitely been that experience, but playing with people who are super into that. I mean, maybe it's a limited audience, but people love that depth into fantasy. And I think for us, it's about trying to figure out what depth do we want to go to deliver that kind of, high stakes fortune hunting in this extraction zone. Even though it looks beautiful right now, it's going to get dingier and it's going to be nastier to play in. So I think that's the fantasy we're trying the most to hit, and it's not about trying to hit the, like the most realistic, the most kind of true to life things. It's always been, we've said some ratio, 70-30 is what we've talked about. And that's why we're testing right now, is to try to figure out what that right balance is working with you guys and figuring what's going to land the best. There's a tactical aspect to it, but there's also, we've worked pretty hard to try to get the movement to feel like a really swift flow through the environment. So what we were trying to get, at least initially, or at least test, was I was really hoping to get this feeling of like dogfighting in combat, almost, for lack of a better way of describing it. But like there's some really great skill shots that are like 3 shots to the dome and you're out. But then there's also some you winged someone, right? And that person gets away a little bit, and you chase them down. You follow the blood, you follow the footprints, whatever. There's something that's a little bit more interesting to that combat. And I'd like to see a little bit of that, because again, I think that tells great stories. It's not me as a game designer trying to tell you a story. It's you as the player creating it with someone else, and that's better than anything I'm ever going to create.
Yeah, I'm into that, like blood trails and things. I just always put the game design, like the quality of game design. Like for me, I've played so many games. I'm sure you have too, obviously. But like I find I have a kind of more unique perspective than a lot of people, just because I did like the pro route with a bunch of FPS titles,
Right,
and then I did like the content creator route, and then I also did like the casual route. So all my decisions and like opinions are like a collective. Like some stuff, when you increase the skill ceiling, you help the pros hurt the casuals. Other stuff, you help the casuals hurt the pros. So I
Jeff,
try to look at it from all perspectives.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Can you come to Toshi's Commons if there's Sigma over there? I'm floating in the air. Yeah, I found a new bug that I've been talking about.
Did you slide mantle?
No, I jumped off the roof and went to cancel my fall damage with my Sigma ability, and I ended up perpetually falling, floating in the air here.
Well, I told you you're prototyping new Sigma navigation abilities, Dub. So you're the you're the guinea pig here. We're waiting to get you on stream and do that to you.
That's sweet, though.
This is hilarious. I'm still like my feet are still wailing.
Just going in as a scientist.
That could be cool, like almost like a Sigma Monsters and like a user-generated horror mode.
Oh, I want to do this in like a Fall Guide style. Totally, just make the controls all monstrous and just flappy. Make it like the complete opposite realistic of Shrapnel currently.
Yeah, I'm excited to see like the movement for UGC down the line. I'd love to make like a surfing map, kind of like Counter-Strike surfing. You're sliding on all like the different, maybe like a custom speedrunning map. Or like
Man, I think once we get into like the final, like that first real good kind of 1.0 baseline of this is like the balance of it being a tactical shooter and the action of it. Holy shit, Dub. I'm not streaming. Can I actually stream to here?
Yeah, you can share your screen.
All right, let me see if I can.
Yeah, click share. Here, I gotta turn mine off really quick. But go to share screen and.
Yep. Let me see if I can get third-person Dub view here.
I'm anxious to see what this looks like.
The Dub's fly hacking, guys. Please create a ticket.
All right.
Tab Dub.
Well, then wait till the sirens are done. I want this to be purely majestic. Someone's gonna kill me between now and then, of course, right?
Nah. They get fired.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh my god, I look ridiculous.
I love it. It's beautiful. Oh, look at Dub. Now the real question is, can you? Oh, you're gonna kill him? Dang.
Oh. Well.
Did that hurt you at all?
Try to jump on his head.
Shit! You still got me. Let me see if I can Sigma wave you out of there. All right, let me get directly under. Oh shit! You bastard!
Yep.
Thank you, man.
It did the bleed thing. No, I suicide bombed.
Thank you. I'm gonna go home now thinking of that. Yep. I gotta go fix that. Where's my level designer?
I've had my revenge.
Did you get that on camera so you can juxtapose that with my one kill against you? Yeah.
I did.
Let me stop sharing here before I show you the real stuff coming up.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. This is gonna be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the AMA and the play session stream today. I appreciate Don being on there early, and thank you, Jeff, for coming around as well. We might just have to have you do the next AMA to get really in the weeds on everything. Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, we'll bring you some new features here in the next couple of weeks. I think it should be pretty exciting.
And I should
Yeah.
make a
Total
recap as well for those of you who missed it or joined late. That should be on my Twitter probably early next week, most likely. Depends how much work it's going to be. It's like an hour of footage I got to go through and cut up.
Yeah. We also recorded on our end, and we're looking at distributing. So people who didn't make it, you can catch and watch the recording later. Awesome. Well, peace out, fam. Enjoy your freaking day. May the Shrap be with you. And Dub loves you. Peace.
Peace out, gamers. Hey, I'm still on the stage, baby. Let's go, guys.
Wait, no.
Do a little dance.
We
That's
got
out.
Perms
Thank
on
you,
the
everyone.
stage.
No,
Let's
I'm ending
go.
it for everybody.